All right. So I feel like we need to put like a timer on the screen or some time clock or something, or maybe we'll do that in post-production, do something really cool here. But we are actually going to run through this really quickly. So I'm going to show you guys just how easy and how quick you can apply for the EIDL to get that $10,000 going. We shared this link with you guys, just covid19relief.sba.gov. You can also get there if you just go to sba.gov and click learn more, and then you click into apply for the disaster loan assistance program. First things first, when you get here, the first piece is disclosure. You're going to want to choose one of these here. Most of you guys here are probably going to pick this first one here. So your business with no more than 500. This is where most of you guys will be. You might also be here, by the way, guys. Individual is a sole proprietor or is an independent contractor. Now, all these other ones get a little more complicated. You're probably doing these first two right here. The next thing here is just check all these things. Obviously, read it, but this just make sure that you're running a legit business and there's no restrictions on your business here. So once you click this continue button here, you're going to go over to the next screen. And on the next screen here, you're going to start in by typing your business's legal name. Your trade name, think of that as your DBA. So in our case, ours is our legal name is Codified Inc. Our DBA, or how people know us in our trade name is Housecall Pro. Put in your EIN, or if you're sole proprietor, put in your social security number here. Select your organization type here. I think many of you guys will probably be operating as an LLC, but obviously sole proprietor. If some of you guys set up S Corps, that's probably most likely here how you guys have your company set up. If you have any questions, obviously, you can reach out to your CPA or whoever drafted your articles of incorporation. For most of you guys here, you're not going to be a nonprofit. And for some of you guys, you might be a franchise, so hit yes or no. Now, next steps you're going to want to put in is what your total gross revenues for the trailing 12 months prior to the date of the disaster. So they're saying that the disaster started January 31st. So this is just something to keep track of. This is not from today's date going backwards. This is take from January 31st and take 12 months back from there. What's your cost of goods sold in order to generate that revenue? If you have any rental properties, residential, commercial, you can put lost rents in there. Any nonprofit costs of the operation you can throw in there. Then this is an important one here, but not required, but this is going to help you in the later stages of the loan if you want to go beyond the 10,000. But what's your OPEX for that 12-month period, or your operating expenses? This will probably be a big number here. You got some other fields here that you can figure out, not necessary. Then obviously you put in your business information here, put in your business phone number, make sure this is a phone number that is active and that they can reach you at. This is obviously verified by them, but they will sometimes reach out to you via phone. You want to make sure that this is right and not going to some answering service, so it gets lost in the netter. So make sure you get that right. Business email, obviously, the date your business is established, when the current ownership's been in place. This one, obviously, when you pick your business you're in, most of you guys here will be construction and contractors. What you won't find in here is like home services. So you'll probably be right here under construction contractors. And then from within here, you can jump in and choose one of these ones here. These are probably the most common, but it's totally fine if you click none of the below. Think of this as like other. Some people have been saying, well, where's the other? I want to type it in. Just put none of the below. As long as you do this one, you're okay. And then how many employees as of January 31st? So don't put in the total employees you have now. You want to put the ones in as of January 31st here. Now, once you hit that next button, you click and you go to the next page here. This is where you're going to want to first know, hey, is your business owned by a business entity? So for some of the pros here, I know you've set up like a holding company, and maybe you have the plumbing company on one side and you have the HVAC company. So just make sure that if it is in the case that you have it structured in that way, that you hit yes. But in the case that's not, and this is probably going to be most of the cases here, is you're going to want to put in all the owners that are in here. So I just filled out my information here. What's your title here? Owner, et cetera. What's your ownership percent in it? You're gonna be asked to put in your social security number, your birthday, your place of birth, and then obviously where you live. Now, once you fill that out, if you have any other additional owners, you can click this button right here, additional owner. If you do, then you would fit out their information as well. So After that, you're on kind of the last step here. You're going to be in additional information here. So you're going to want to answer no to being a criminal, and that you haven't been debarred from anything federally, and that you're not doing anything bad here. So do not hit yes on any of these. Okay, so hit no. Then if there was someone else helping you fill this out, so for example, the government wants to know, are you using a CPA? Is a CPA doing this on your behalf? Do you have you know, a bookkeeper that's doing this for you, or a financial advisor, etc.? Make sure they fill this thing out here. Then this is the key box you guys need to check. If you miss this, you're shooting yourself in the foot, guys. It's in bold for a reason. Okay, I would like to be considered for an advance up to $10,000. Remember, this is up to $10,000. So if you want to have less, you can, but there really should be no reason there. Here, you just want to simply put in your bank's name. Okay, so you put in Wells Fargo, put in your account number here, put in your routing number here. This is saying that everything you said is truthful. Obviously, they're taking you at your word when you're filling this out. So when you're putting in your numbers, try to make them as close as possible to what it actually is. It doesn't have to be right to the cent. I've had a lot of people message me, reach out, and be like, I don't know, is it, you know, am I going to perjure myself if I'm off by $1? No, you will not. The purpose of this is just to make sure you're a legit operation and you've got revenue coming in. It's not whether or not you can count every single nickel in your business. So once you check this box and you hit next, you will go to the next state. I will not click the next button here, but this will take you to the final page there where it'll show you a summary of all the things that you entered. And then you can click the final button and hit apply, and then you're done.